Hey YouTube, today I'm going to show y'all how to strip some wire by hand. Just going to use two tools. I just have a regular box cutter and a blade sharpening stone. So first thing you want to do is you want to tie off your wire off on something you can pull on and create tension. So this is all bonded together, it's all wired together, so I'm gonna separate it and then I'm gonna show how to cut it with the blade. Alright, so I have the wires tied off and separated, and first thing is you want to make sure your blade's sharp. So every couple wires or so, I'll actually just take a minute or so to just sharpen it. I'm not an expert on this, but this has worked out. This is the only blade that I've used so far with cutting wire, with the stripping of the wire. So what I'll do is pull it out, start from the back here, I'll just go forward. Go back over any spots you missed. All the way. Then I'll come back to the back of it. I've got my wire. So I still got some insulation on here. Now what I'll do here is put my thumb underneath the wire and I'm going to move the whole thing together so that my thumb never makes contact with the blade. So and you can also that's also a good technique to use when you're cutting really short wires that you can't tie off. So then I'll grab the insulation. You want to make sure that you go over all the spots. It's just a pain. But yeah, so once you get every spot, at least you strip it at every spot. What you do is grab it. It should just come right off. I don't know why it's giving me a hard time, but it should just come right off like that. Now here's also another technique too. I like to switch it off, but sometimes I'll do it like this, but I'm just going to show that for demonstration purposes the same way like I showed before. I'm going to get it started. Full tension. Just come down like that. As you can see, I'm holding the wire with one hand over here, and I'm just using tension in the blade to just bring it easily back towards me. Then when I get to the end, same technique. Kind of cut it. I guess I'm just going to do those two for right now, but then I'll take the ends off. And then I'll trim this. Same technique. You can tie it off, if you wanted to, but I've just gotten comfortable with doing it like this. So just take one end, hold the end with one hand. Same thing. Thumb underneath the wire. Just come down with it. Then what I'll do is I'll put it on my knife like that. And I'll do this to consolidate my wire, so this is a little bit neater when I'm storing it. As you can see here, I tried to consolidate by hand, and it's a lot messier. It takes up more space than doing it like that on the blade. So that's how I strip the copper. Just a couple things. I do want to show you something. I ended up, when I was working full time and I had access to more copper, I did end up buying a tool. This is from Steel Dragon Tools. It's supposed to hook on, you put a drill, hook a drill onto this, and you're able to spin the blade, or the mechanism, and the blade's supposed to cut the wire. This actually does not, this particular model doesn't cut THHN, which is this type of insulation. It's used for 99% of all commercial residential buildings. This will cut other types of insulation, but not the common ones that you usually run into. So that's why I'm doing this by hand. Also because I'm not really getting a whole lot of copper these days. This is just from what I've saved up before. So, but if you had the money and you're dealing with a lot of copper, it probably would be smart to invest in one of these tools that actually does work and cut THHN. But that's my final word on that. Anyway, hope you all learned something, and have a good one.